We are continuing that portion. Next we will work out illustration number 46. The question is to prepare accounts again, that you have to see first whether it is to write journal entries or to prepare accounts. So we will start with revaluation account. And what should we do when you start revaluation? Read the adjustments only. Okay, read adjustments first. So the first adjustment is related to capital and premium for goodwill should be recorded here. That will be shown in partners capital. The next one, building and machinery depreciated by 5%. Decrease in value of asset and the prefix is by. So you can directly compute 5% and write. So 2 building, 2 machinery. Compute 5% on building and machinery. It will be 25 and 10,000. That the calculation is 2 lakhs into 5%. Isn't it? Sorry, machinery's value is 2 lakhs. Machinery's value was 2 lakhs. This is machinery's value. So 2 lakhs into 5%. And this one is 5 lakhs into 5%. That's how we are getting. Since the prefix is by, directly you can write the values. Then we have stock to be revalued at. At or to means take the difference and record in revaluation. Stock value earlier it was 3 lakhs. So now by stock now it became 4 lakhs, isn't it? Yeah. So the difference is by stock it is 1 lakh. Then we have unrecorded delivery van 1,20,000 unrecorded. So it is a new asset for the firm. So it is increase in asset by unrecorded, or delivery van simply you can write delivery van 1,20,000. You write simply a delivery van, that is enough. Okay. Then we have 1 month salary is outstanding, that is increase in liability. So on the debit side, to outstanding salary, how much we have to record? 30,000. Yes. Okay, so these are the items. Your revaluation is over. Compute the balancing figure. Here also you are getting a gain, that is 1,55,000. So you write here to gain or profit transferred to, you have to distribute it among old partners in their old ratio, and here old partners are A and B, their old ratio is 3:2. So you write in the inner column A is capital, B is capital, that is 1,55,000, which we will divide in 3:2 ratio, that is the old ratio. You will get 93,000 and 62,000. Write the totals. Now I am not writing the totals, you just write the totals and close your revaluation. So revaluation account is over. See, this time we didn't take much time because we know how to do and where to post. We know means you also must know. So practice. Then next one, partners capital account. Here we have a new adjustment. New adjustment means one case that we discussed under premium for goodwill. Particulars and 3 partners A, B, C. Include the new partner also. Again particulars A, B, C. What is the first step? Start it with the opening balance. So write by balance brought down. Opening balance we will take from the old balance sheet. Old balance sheet means one which is given in the question. So 8 lakhs and 4 lakhs. Then what's the next step which I told you? Read the adjustments. So we will go through the adjustments. The first one is C will bring in 5 lakhs as capital and 2 lakhs as his share of goodwill. That's the goodwill of that person, that is C's share, not the goodwill of the firm. But he actually contributed only rupees 1,20,000, which is this portion, which is this case under premium for goodwill. Only a part amount is brought in by the new partner, and for the unpaid share in the second journal entry, you have to debit the new partner. Be thorough with the journal entries, otherwise you can't do this. Okay, so he brought in capital 5 lakhs. How will you post that capital figure? That must be recorded as by cash. That's the capital brought in by the new partner. So in C's column you write by cash 5 lakhs. That's the posting of your first journal entry. The next one, next one is he brought in, he had to bring in 2 lakh and he brought in only 1,20,000. So we will just write in C. Now just for you to understand, but you must be able to do the posting directly. So we will write the first journal entry, that is cash to C's capital to premium. C's capital is 2 lakhs, not 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, yes, 5 lakhs, and premium is 2 lakhs, but did he bring in 2 lakhs? Can we credit 2 lakhs? What we got in cash is only 1,20,000. What you got only you can credit. Okay. The next one, when you write, this is where you have to change the entry. Premium for goodwill debtor to, we will directly write sacrificing partners. That's a normal entry. Here sacrificing partners, you have to see whether you have to compute the ratio or is it same like your old ratio. See the information given. You have old ratio, you have the new partner's share, that is 1/3 is given. If you have only these two information, will you go and apply the formula to get the new ratio? Then should be apply the formula for sacrificing ratio? No need to waste your time. If you have only these two information, what will you do here? Directly take sacrificing ratio as same as old ratio. So here 3:2 is the old ratio. So sacrificing ratio also we will take 3:2. So divide it in that particular ratio. So it is 2 A's and B's capital, A's capital to B's capital. Either you can include that new partner's capital here and write. Now I will show separate entry so that you will understand easily. Premium for goodwill, what did we do when we discussed those cases? New partner's capital must be debited in the second entry. Instead of doing it as compound entry, I will show that unpaid share as the next entry. If you want, you can debit it here itself, write it as compound entry, but the posting also you must do carefully. So now I am doing it separately. So premium for goodwill, take the same amount and write, no confusion. What we got, 1,20,000, that we will divide in their ratio, that is 3:2 ratio. So they will be getting 72,000 and 48,000. Yes, that we distributed. What we got, we distributed. Then there is an unpaid share. What did we discuss for the unpaid share? We have to debit new partner's capital account. And that time I had told you one more thing. You can debit new partner's capital or current account. Current account we are writing not because there is fixed capital. Here there is no fixed capital, nothing is mentioned. But whenever there is unpaid share or whenever he is unable to bring his share, you can debit new partner's current account. That's also correct. And it will be better to open current account so that posting will be easier. I will show both. So now for that unpaid share, we are writing C's current account, not because it is fixed. There is no fixed capital, just because he is unable or he has to bring in some more amount, we are debiting current account for that unpaid share. And what will you do? 2 will be, this is something which you have to include it here. I just wrote it separately. 2, the same thing, the partners capital, sacrificing partners capital, in their sacrificing ratio amounts will differ to B's capital. Here we have to debit this partner with the unpaid share or unpaid amount. What is the amount he didn't bring in? He brought only 1,20,000 out of 2 lakhs. So the unpaid share is, okay, unpaid share is 80,000. 2 lakhs minus 1,20,000. Unpaid share is 80,000. This 80,000 you have to distribute in their sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio is 3:2, so they will be getting 48 and 32. Okay, if you want you can make it as compound entry. Just include this here under debit side. Then A's capital, B's capital, you will add all these together. That means entire, what is the amount? Entire 2 lakhs, 1,20,000 and 80. Entire 2 lakhs you will divide to A and B in 3:2 ratio. That's also correct. Or do it separately so that posting can be done easier. Now no need to write all these for the exam. Journal entry question you have to write this. But now we are doing accounts actually. No need to write all these and waste time. So when you practice, be very careful. You should know how to do posting directly without writing all these, because for this you will not get any additional marks and at the same time you are losing your time also. Okay, now we will see the posting. For this, posting will be done on the credit side. What will you do? By premium for goodwill we will write, and just write those two amounts. It is given 72 and 48,000. Then what is the next one? Next one is, this is the posting we have to do. C is current account debited. But are we doing current account now? We are doing just capital account. So on the credit side we will write by C's current account. That's the posting you have to do. Now the reason why I asked you to write current account is, C's capital account debtor is also correct actually. You can write either capital account or current account. In case you wrote C's capital account, that is for the unpaid share, you wrote C's capital. That's also correct. Now what will be the posting? Capital, C's capital is debited. Debit side you must write 2A, 2B. At the same time A and B is getting credited. So credit side you must write by C. So both sides you will be having posting if you write capital. If you write current, only credit side you will be having posting. You understood? That's a simple posting of the journal entry. So there is chance for you to forget posting on the debit side. That's why I am asking you to write as current. So normally posting can be done on the credit. Or else what's the problem? There is no problem actually. You have to do on both sides. That you must remember. That's all. If you do both sides, then also the answer is correct. So by C's current account, it is 48 and 32, isn't it? Yes. 48,000 and 32,000. Okay. So that adjustment is over. See whether you have any other adjustment to be recorded in partner's capital. We don't have any other adjustment. Usually we will be having only this, that is the capital and the premium. Next you have to, third step in partner's capital is see the balance sheet items. See your liability side. Did you all see one item like general reserve? What should we do if you have a reserve before admission of a partner? That must be distributed among, we have to close it. So by distributing it among old partners in the old ratio, we discussed that journal entry. So where will you write that general reserve? The posting can be done very easily because general reserve is there on your left side. That's the liability side. Take it to the opposite side. It will come here as by general reserve. If they ask you to write journal entry, what will be your answer? What should be debited? What should be credited? See, this is the posting. So we are writing it on the credit side of partner's capital. So partner's capital is credited. So the journal entry is general reserve account debtor to old partner's capital account, divide it in the old ratio. Understood? Write entries also very correctly, very carefully. By general reserve, here the amount is 1,50,000 and that you must distribute in the ratio 3:2. So it will be 90,000 and 60,000 in the old ratio. You have to divide that 1,50,000 into 3 by 5. Again 1,50,000 into 2 by 5. Okay. Then the next one, okay, liability side is over. We have only general reserve there. Asset side, if you see, you can see an item called goodwill. That also we discussed. If you see goodwill on the asset side, what did I ask you to do? You have to close it because that is the goodwill earned by A and B, only A and B. So you have to close it by transferring to the opposite side. It will come on the debit side. So 2 goodwill. And divide it in the old ratio. It is again 3:2. The amount of goodwill is 50,000. So it will be 30,000 and 20,000. Okay, 30,000 and 20,000. General reserve, did we write 90 and 60? Okay. Yes. The next one is, okay, asset side also over. We don't have any items like P&L, debit, advertisement, suspense. So that is over. So you have to see all these. Cash in hand, should we take it here? No need. So now the partner's capital, 3 steps are over. There is one more step, transfer profit or loss on revaluation. Here it is a profit. So profit we wrote on the debit side, transfer it to the opposite side. When you transfer, you have to take it to the opposite side always. So by revaluation account, and you write those amounts from the revaluation, 93,000 and 62,000. Now all 4 steps we covered in partner's capital. Your account is over. Next is find the balancing figure, and here the balancing figures, it will be there on the debit side. 10,73,000. You have to compute and write to balance carry down 10,73,000, 5,82,000 and 5 lakhs. That is the only figure in C's column. Then you write the totals. Just write the totals. I am not writing. Write the totals. Close it. Next we have to do balance sheet. See, now it became much more easy, isn't it, than the first question. Balance sheet. Balance sheet asset, you give the date of admission of new partner. It will be 1st April usually. Yeah, 1st April 2020. Draw the format. You must give column headings also. Balance sheet, don't write particulars amount, it is liabilities amount, assets amount. And write assets and liabilities on correct sides. How will you do balance sheet? You have to refer the old balance sheet. Same time you have to read the adjustments also. So first one is creditors. Creditors, is there any change? Creditors, there is no change. Directly you can copy. Then bills payable 1 lakh. Is there any change in bills payable? There is no change for bills payable. That also you copy. Then we have general reserve. Okay, general reserve is there in the old balance sheet. Should we take it in the new balance sheet? No, because we already distributed among old partners in the old ratio. Now we don't have any reserve. So leave it. There is no general reserve. So ignore it. Then we have capital accounts. Before you write capital accounts, see the adjustments once again. See whether you have any new liability in the question. Machinery stock and recorded salary outstanding is there. That is a new liability. So that you have to record 30,000. Then we can write capital accounts. Capital accounts, from where will you get the values? From your partner's capital. That balance carry down we have to write as new capitals. Okay. 10,73,000, 5,82,000 and 5 lakhs. This is 5. A, B and C. Include new partner also. This is the new balance sheet after you admit C. So, C's amount also we have to show. So, outer column we can show total 21,55,000. Now, on the asset side, similarly you have to see each and every item given. Cash in hand is given. With that we will add 2 items, one is capital, one is premium for goodwill, and here we do not have withdrawal entry. So, there is no cash moving out, so no need to deduct anything, just add your capital and premium for goodwill. Capital is 5 lakhs, premium for goodwill, when you add, which amount will you take? What you received. What we got in cash is only 1,20,000. So, we will write cash, that is cash in hand, 25,000. See, you can either write the entry as cash account debtor to premium to new partner's capital, or you can make it as bank account debtor also. Usually we will write cash. There is no problem even if you take as bank. In that case you must add it with cash at bank. That is only difference. Or else normally you just add with cash in hand. 25,000 plus what did we receive here? 5 lakhs, that is your capital, isn't it? Yeah. Plus 5 lakhs plus there is your premium as 1,20,000 what we got in cash. So, that will amount to 6,20,000, 6,45,000, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So, that is 6,45,000. We added all those. In your textbook, if you see, they have added it with your bank. That's also correct. Next is cash at bank, or simply bank also you can write cash at bank. This is cash in hand. Then cash at bank is 5,75,000. Again, no need to add those figures. So, 5,75,000 we wrote. Then debtors. Is there any change in debtors? Just read your adjustments. Debtors, there is no change. Directly you take 50,000. Then the next item is stock. Stock to be revalued at 4 lakhs. That at is the new value. So, write 4 lakhs. Then we have building. Building, what is the change? Depreciated by 5%. It was 5 lakhs earlier. You have to less 25,000. So, it will become 4,75,000. That is 5 lakhs minus 25. You better write within brackets like this. So, you can go through these portions later. Then building, after that we have machinery. Machinery also there is depreciation of 5%. That is machinery value will become 2 lakhs minus 10,000, that is 1,90,000. Then there is goodwill in the balance sheet that we already cancelled. We distributed among old partners in their old ratio. Read adjustments once again. Don't forget to read adjustments once again. We have a new asset there, that is delivery van. So, that you have to include now. Don't forget. Delivery van is 1,20,000. Normal questions will get over with this. Here there is one more item, that is see your partner's capital credit side. The unpaid share, didn't we write as by C's current? This one, the unpaid share. What's the meaning of this? C should bring in this amount, that 80,000 later, since he didn't bring the entire amount now. So, that is the unpaid share. From firm's point of view, this is receivable for the firm. So, this will be an asset. So, that C is current. Where did we see that C is current? on the credit side. So the same side you transfer in the balance sheet. Understood? You leave all the concepts and just transfer it to the same side. The reason is because it is receivable amount, so it's an asset. So transfer it to the same side of the balance sheet. So that is to be recorded as C's current account is 80,000. Do we have any other asset? Okay, with that it is over. The balance sheet should tally now. The total of the balance sheet is 25,35,000. You just add and see whether we are getting this. Okay, so with this, your 3 accounts, 2 accounts and the balance sheet. Actually, sometimes the question will be like, prepare necessary ledger accounts. Then what will you do? You just prepare revaluation and partners capital. Balance sheet is not a ledger account. Understood? It's a financial statement. It is not a ledger account. So if they ask you to do only ledger accounts, stop with partners capital. Understood? Or else sometimes question will be prepare ledger accounts and balance sheet means entire thing you have to do.